In this video, we're going to take a look at a few questions involving percentage change, the timestamps for which I've put down in the description. Okay, so for question 1, we have Jack buys a house for £210,000. He then sells the house for £247,800. We need to calculate the percentage profit that Jack makes. So for this question, we're actually trying to find a percentage increase, as Jack has made a profit on the house. So we want to use our formula for percentage increase or decrease. And that formula is that we take the difference, divide it by the original, and then we multiply by 100. And that will give us the percentage change. So to start with, we need to find the difference. So how much money he actually made from selling his house. So to find the difference, we simply take the larger number and subtract the smaller number. So we would do 247,800, take away the initial 210,000. And we could simplify that here, and that would give us 37,800. And that is how many pounds that Jack has actually made from selling his house. So carrying on with the percentage change, we then have to divide this by the original amount. So what Jack originally bought the house for. So we can see in the question that Jack initially bought the house for £210,000. So now all we do is type this into our calculator. We're going to do 37,800 over 210,000 and then multiply this by 100. And when we do that, we get 18. And this would be the percentage profit that Jack makes from selling his house. So that would be our final answer for this first question. Okay, so we've looked at a percentage increase question. We're now going to take a look at a percentage decrease. So for question 2, Sarah buys a car for £8,500. She then sells the car later for £5,525. This time we need to calculate the percentage loss that Sarah makes. So we're going to figure this out. We're going to use our percentage change formula again. We're going to do the difference over the original and then multiply that by 100. So again, to find the difference, we need to take the smaller number away from the larger number. So we do 8,500 take away 5,525. But then we have to divide that by the original value. So the original amount that Sarah bought the car for was £8,500. So when we put these numbers into our calculator, we've done the difference over the original, and then when we times that by 100, that gives us 35. So this would be the percentage loss that Sarah has made on her car. And that would be our final answer for question 2. So hopefully those couple of examples made sense. We're now going to take a look at a couple more. So feel free to pause the video here and have a go at these, and we'll go through the solutions in just a few moments. Okay, so for question 3, we have last month Steve's rent was £1,450. This month his rent has risen to £1,700. We need to work out the percentage increase in Steve's rent, giving our answer to one decimal place. So we know we've got a percentage change question this time, as we're asked to work out the percentage increase in Steve's rent. So we're going to use our percentage change formula. We're going to do the difference over the original and then times by 100. So to find the difference, we need to take the smaller number away from the larger number. So we're going to do 1,700 take away 1,450. We then need to divide this by the original amount that Steve was paying for rent, which was 1,450. If we then type this into our calculator, this is the answer we get. And then looking back at the question, we need to give our answer to one decimal place. So looking at the tenths column, we can see that we've got a 2. Then looking to the right to the hundredths column, we've got a 4. So we're not going to round that 2 up to a 3. It's going to remain as a 2. So our answer to one decimal place would be 17.2. And that would be our percentage increase in Steve's rent. And finally, for question 4, we have last year, Kat's car insurance was £422. This year, her car insurance is only £379. We need to work out the percentage decrease in Kat's insurance, giving our answer to one decimal place. So again, we know we're using our percentage change formula here. So we want to do the difference, which again is the larger number take away the smaller number. So we're going to do 422 take away the 379. And then we're going to divide that by the original. So she was originally paying £422 for her car insurance. And then once we've done that, we times it by 100. So putting this into our calculator gives us this number here. And then rounding our answer to one decimal place, well, we can see our 1 in the tenths column. We look to the right to the hundredths column, and we have an 8. So we have to round that 1 up to a 2. So our answer to one decimal place would be 10.2%. So well done if you followed along with those examples, and that's it for this video. If you want to check out any other videos that are relevant to this one, then I've left some links for them down in the description, and I've also put a card in the top corner. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing. If there are any topics that you'd like me to go through next, then please just let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to make some videos on those topics as soon as possible. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.